Hey, I'm Matt Nichols at Mr. Maple. And we were here in the JC Raulston Arboretum today. We were doing a drop-off of some plants for some JCRA members, and we wanted to jump out here and show you this Bihoo, and we also ran into some people in the garden.
Yeah, what an amazing day out here. I think it's like 76 degrees. Feels like spring is in the air. There's tons of people around enjoying this beautiful arboretum, and I'm just glad to be able to come here and check this place out.
So we were just strolling around the arboretum, about to start a lot of our YouTube videos, and we ran into Bree, the plant lady. Bree, you want to tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel?
Sure. I, like you, am a plant nerd and want to share good information with people. And I've been on YouTube now, I think about 4 years, but really the last 2, I've put a lot of time and attention into it, trying to share practical gardening advice, because I'm sure you see this as well. There's actually a lot of bad information on the internet.
Unfortunately.
And you know, we have very similar upbringings in this business. In fact, we met when I was the propagator and grower at Camellia Forest, when you guys were just starting the nursery. And as professional growers, we have tricks that maybe other home gardeners don't always know. And so we need to share this advice so people have better successful experiences growing plants.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we've been trying to do a lot on our channel, and we've seen a lot in your channel as well. And it was just, as you said, serendipitous that we ran into each other. I was talking to Matt earlier on the ride down here, and I said, maybe we should call Bree and see if we should schedule for her to appear in one of our videos, and here we ran into her.
The universe brings us together. It's a sunny day in early March. Where else would plant nerds be other than the JC Raulston Arboretum?
And so we found this Bihoo that we're about to shoot a video on. And Bree, what do you like about this plant?
Well, obviously, it's stem color. I mean, I actually love this plant for its four-season interest, because it has beautiful foliage, and of course, in the autumn, it has great color.
Yeah.
But in the winter season, you can't beat it for this sort of yellow, almost like blush. I like using it in cut flower arrangements, you know, as just like a stem structure. So I was just saying, I need one for my new property, which means I have an excuse to come up to Mr. Maple and go shopping.
Yeah, this plant is pretty exciting. It's got some good winter interest. This is exactly what I talk about in our winter interest video about winter interest part 4, I think, or part 3, about putting an evergreen in the backdrop. You notice here it really peaks up the bark color because it gives you a background for that yellow bark to contrast against. And they've also put it on a little bit of a berm, which gives it good drainage here, which really helps with the Bihoo cultivar as well.
Hey, I'm Matt. I had to jump in here for a second too and talk to you on camera with Bree. We've been friends for quite a while. I mean, it seems like forever.
I was at your wedding.
Right? Yeah, exactly. It's serendipitous to run into you here for sure, because we were just talking about grabbing you for a video. We actually shot some like well, not really 1990s. I would say like 2009 footage here with you one time. It's probably like on a BlackBerry or something for technology.
And I was gathering cuttings as I would pilfer the arboretum. Yeah, I still do that.
First attempts that we were gonna like get serious about putting stuff on YouTube and make some videos, and I don't even know what we're talking about. I think it's Chi-Chi. I think it's Ginkgo biloba Chi-Chi that we got in front of there in the garden, actually. Yeah,
yes.
We'll dig around, see if we find some old footage of that. I'll probably look a little different. But
I hope I haven't changed.
You look the same. I look different. I probably have long hair in it, but yeah, we wanted to grab you here and just talk about this Bihoo. It's quite striking in the garden today. The sun's actually went back, so we're in the shadows now, so you're not getting that light hitting it. But just amazing contrast here in the winter garden. And, you know, a plant we love. We actually propagate and graft this one at Mr. Maple. We might have donated this one. I think we actually might have from around the time when we picked up Brian Upchurch's place. But an amazing plant. We graft these. We actually teach some grafting seminars from time to time here at the Raulston. And that's typically how this one's produced, as a graft. But a great plant for that winter garden for sure. This one's going to leaf out in the early spring with some light green, going to kind of a Kelly green, and then more of a golden fall color, which we got to get some pictures in the fall because you get like that stem color with the golden falls the same color. Crazy in that time of year, but they've got it sited here perfectly too. I love the spotting.
It really does show, like, an evergreen backdrop makes it so much better. Like I have Sangokaku and it does not have an evergreen backdrop, and it's really hard to actually pick up the intensity of the stem. So
it makes a big difference with some of these. I love when you side it and you've got like the house or just something to give some context behind it.
And the fact that it's a nice, like, reasonable size. So for a residential landscape, this is the perfect thing. Like, you don't always need 60-foot tall trees when you live in a suburban neighborhood.
Yeah.
This is the size you actually want to have.
Well, we should have known on like the first, like, what is it, like 76 today, that we would run into you in the garden, because it's like the perfect temperature out here. So like I saw that on the app there, looking at the weather coming from the mountains. I'm like, I'm breaking out the shorts. We should have known all the plant people would be out today, because if it's too beautiful a day in Raleigh not to be out in the garden.
It feels like the spring is here, which means we're guaranteed to have at least one more hard frost.
Right, so be ready.
So enjoy it while it lasts, because like we were saying earlier, spring in this climate can really break your heart. There's a lot of fluctuations, and you got to take advantage of these days when we have them.
It's early March here, so it's exciting. Maybe we can get back here after we're in leaf a little bit too and do some more shoots. So.
And come visit me.
We will for sure.
You need to come see the garden. It's expanded.
Hey, tell them your channel one more time. I'm sure if they know us, they're already subscribed to you, but.
Well, yeah, I am Bree, the plant lady, Bree like the cheese. And I primarily show videos of just like how to garden stuff from my house. But every now and again, I get to break out and show off the beautiful plants in public gardens.
Definitely check out her channel. We've been friends for, I don't know, 15 plus years at least, like she was saying. She was even at the wedding, and you know, we've just fun to run into here. It was quite shocking, but we were like, hey, we said on the way here, like, we should call her. We're like, well, there's no way this last second.
You
put
it into the universe.
Right,
See?
so it worked out well.
Acer palmatum Bihou. What a showstopper.
Yeah, we're here in this early March right now, and you can see why this tree is so popular. That bark is just striking in the landscape. We're actually in the shade right now. If the sun was hitting this, it'd be electric even more. It is a beautiful specimen here at the JC Raulston Arboretum. So we wanted to get it on film and just kind of show you what we love about Bihou and some of what the potential of what Bihou can reach. I mean, this is kind of a mid-sized tree, but I think it's a perfect showcase of the color.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tree that'll reach about 10 to 12 feet in 10 years. It's a good mid-sized upright Japanese maple with excellent winter interest.
Hey, you may have heard us say this before in some of our winter interest tree groups or talks, but make sure Bihou has great drainage. That's essential with Bihou. They don't want to bog your wet feet. That's really true of any Japanese maple, but it's especially true of any of the bark interest types. Bihou loves really good drainage. They've got it here on a nice berm, so it's getting great drainage. And you can kind of see the potential here. This one's sided where it's getting some late day shade here in Raleigh from this evergreen canopy behind it, and it's giving it the perfect backdrop.
Yeah, this is an introduction that was brought back from Japan sometime in the early 2000s by one of our friends, Brian Upchurch. And this is such an amazing winter interest Japanese maple that I think a lot of y'all enjoy in your garden.
Hey, like, subscribe, and share. We greatly appreciate all of your business on MrMaple.com. The greatest way to support our channel is shopping on Mr. Maple, but the second greatest way is sharing our videos. So we greatly appreciate that. Also, if you take a second, sign up for that 10 at 10 email. There'll be tons of cool plants on there. God bless.
And have a great day.